Hello, today we're going to make a simple soup that some of the ladies told me about. I've never seen it before, but I tried it down the Salvation Army and it was very good, so I'm putting it on. It's a nice cheap soup, mince soup. So we're going to start with just some oil in the pan, and then we're going to gently cook 2 onions and 3 cloves of garlic. Now I know this isn't technically the Scottish way of doing it, but it's tasty. Okay, so we're going to fry those off till they get a nice bit of colour and soften up. Meanwhile, I want to just talk about, I'm not using raw mince. You know when you go to the supermarket and they have packs of mince at half price. I buy them, fry them, colour them, add a couple of pints of water, some chicken stock cubes, and then boil it all away till you're left with just some mince. So you're adding more meat flavour in there, you're tenderising it and you're making it safe. I then put it in bags and freeze it. You can drop it in a tomato sauce, you've got pasta. Drop it in a curry sauce, you've got curry. Drop it in some gravy, you've got mince and tatties. Put it on pizzas, whatever you like. It's just a really useful way of using up really cheap bargain meat. Useful tip as well, when you put your onions in, add a good pinch or grind of fresh sea salt. Helps brings out the sugars, helps with the caramelisation process. Just been out of the garden into these onions. I'm going to add a stick of rosemary and a couple of bay leaves. But if you want to use dried herbs, go ahead, or a bunch of thyme or whatever you've got, just something nice and sort of Scottish, rosemary, thyme, that sort of thing. Throw that in, a couple of fresh bay leaves, that'll just give it a nice gentle flavour. Okay, you can see now the onions are cooked out a bit. So into there I'm going to put a couple of large potatoes that have just been chopped up, peeled and chopped up, sorry. And a bag of mince. There you go. That mince, by the way, was half pork, half beef, and half price, more importantly. So into that now we're going to put our veggie wedges. Now the more you put in, the more flavour you're going to get out. But you do need definitely onion, celery and carrot. On top of that I've got some Savoy cabbage, I've got some cauliflower, some parsnip and some neeps. But the more you put in, the more flavour you're going to get out at the end. So we're going to throw all of that in. And also it makes the soup go further, and the more veg that's in there, the more nutrition as well. More vitamins and goodness. Okay, now to that we're going to add 2 pints or so of water. There we go. Now how much water you add is up to you. But for every half pint of water, I like to put 1 oxo cube in. So I'm going to put 4 oxo cubes in. You can use chicken stock if you'd rather. I just like the colour and that of oxo. So I'll put these in. Now because I like spicy food, I'm going to put an awful lot of ground black pepper in. I think everything should taste a little bit of haggis. So plenty of pepper. There we go. Now this bit's optional. I always think that when you've got lots of root vegetables, a little bit of grated nutmeg is good. You don't have to put it in. I just like it. So just a nice grating of fresh nutmeg. I wouldn't bother using the powdered stuff. It's got no flavour to it. If you're going to put it in, use fresh or freshly grated. So now it's just a case of bringing that to the boil, then we'll turn it to a simmer simmer. I've got the Lion King on my head. Turn it to a simmer, and then we'll just let it all cook out. Potatoes mash up a bit, give it a smacking, and we're ready to go. Maybe a bit more salt later. Okay, that's all cooked out now. I've taken out the rosemary stick and the 2 bay leaves. I've tasted it. I'm going to add some more pepper. And some more salt. That's it. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, hit that with a potato masher, but the potatoes are kind of falling apart anyway. And you want it thicker, just let it boil a bit more, you know, reduce. But essentially, there's your soup. Nutritious, quite low fat, plenty of vitamins from the vegetables, really easy to make, and just warms you and makes you feel good inside. I know you've all probably seen it before. That's my take on it. Give it a go.